Hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today, where I'm going to be sharing with you how to create a really easy bulb lasagna. If you don't know what a bulb lasagna is, because I said this to my friend the other day and she looked at me like I had two heads or something, but basically a bulb lasagna is a really easy method, works really well in planters and big pots, and it's just a really easy way to create a beautiful flowering display from very early in the spring all the way to early to midsummer. So I have lots of bulbs that I have recently bought and two beautiful planters. So I want to get those ones set up today, but at the moment it's raining a little bit. So I'm going to take you inside where we're going to look at the bulbs that I've got and how I'm going to be layering them into the pots in just a moment. Okay, so we are in the living room out of the rain, but I just have to apologise very quickly about the sound in here. We don't actually have many soft furnishings in here at the moment because we're doing work on the house, and it's so echoey in here, so I really do apologise. But anyway, talking about the bulb lasagna, I have, you may have seen in a recent video where I showed you all of the different bulbs that I've bought. I'm currently trying to restore my front garden into a beautiful cottage garden, and I went a bit crazy this year and thought, right, this is the year of the autumn planting bulbs. So I bought a massive box of lots of different bulbs, and I'm just getting the ground now ready for them to be planted. But today, it's raining out there, but I need to get stuff done. So we are going to be doing this bulb lasagna. The bulb lasagna is a really simple method. All you do is layer lots of different bulbs up. They all flower at different times. Beautiful displays over years and years. So I have already gone through the bulbs this morning, and I've actually placed them down now in the order that I'm going to be planting them. So let's turn the camera around and I will show you, and you'll probably get a better idea of how it's going to work. So this is my selection of bulbs that I will be planting today. It does also include some flowers, so I will just quickly talk you through. The first layer of my bulb lasagna will be the tulips. Now these tulips, I've got 30 here and they're called Triumph Mix. I think these are multicoloured, okay? And I've got 30 here, but I think I'm probably going to just put 10 in each, okay? Because they might get a little bit overloaded, and because I'm going to be putting more of these bulbs all around, if they're lots of different colours, they will also match in the flower border. So maybe I'll even put 7 in each. I'm not sure yet, but that will be the first layer, the tulips. The second layer that I'll be using today is some dwarf daffodils. I bought a naturalising kit, or not naturalising kit, but a naturalising set of dwarf daffodils, okay? The reason I'm going to be putting the dwarf ones as opposed to the very tall ones that I've got in the planter is they look much better, being more compacted together, and hopefully, you know, I'll get a really nice display of those. But there is 100 there, so I'll probably put 10 in each, and then the rest will go into my flower border. In one of the other naturalising sets, I also did have some normal daffodils, but these are much smaller bulbs than the other larger ones, so I might just put 5 in each again, but on the same level as the dwarf daffodils. The next layer is some mascari, okay, and that is like your hyacinth. Now this was from, I think, the same pack as these, as the naturalising set. I think these are blue ones, but I'm not entirely sure. I could go and look it up on the computer at the pictures, but I think I'm not going to bother. I'll just put them in and see how they grow and what they look like. The next layer is these iris and alliums, okay. I actually picked these up for free, okay. So there is 15 in each, and I think because they've been around in the supermarket for a very long time, I'm actually going to plant 2 packs, 1 in each of my planters, and we'll see how they do. And this should really create a really beautiful flower display all the way from early February to early June. I think with the alliums, it says on here that they usually May to June. So this is a May to June flowering thing, and the iris tells me that that's February to March. So these will be the last flowering plants inside this planter. So I can't wait to see what it looks like. We have a mixture of different colours. Daffodils come in loads of different colours. The tulips come in lots of different colours. The daffodils are orange. They're a mix of white, orange and yellow. I think these ones are blue. These are blue. And then I have these cyclamen here. Now, these don't look very good actually. They need deadheading, but these will be the last things that I put in today. So from day one, we start getting some, beautiful colours, and it's there for pollinators if they're interested. So we will be putting these in today, and it's not going to take us very long. So let's go out into my front garden and start getting these in the pot. So here is the first planter, and what I've done is I've just put all of the bulbs out like this in order of where I'm going to be planting them today. Hopefully we can be quite quick because it's raining quite a bit now, and also we are on quite a busy main road here, so the odd car might go past when we're filming this, unfortunately. So let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to be putting in is the lovely tulips. So I'm putting 7 in each. You don't need to worry about putting new compost in or anything like that, because everything that the bulb needs to flower is actually already inside there. It just might mean, if you're planning on keeping this for lots of years, when they finished flowering, you give them a little bit of a feed then. Make sure you also put them the right way up. So that's the tulips done now, so I'm just going to cover it with a layer of compost. And the next layer now is the daffodils, so I'm just going to put all of these in. It doesn't matter if you put these on top of the tulips underneath or anything like that. They all just grow round each other, so you don't need to worry too much about that. So I'm just covering the daffodils now. And we're ready now to put the hyacinths in. I'm so glad I'm getting this job done, because I've needed to do this for a couple of weeks now, and it's such a quick job, and this will just give you everlasting colour in this planter for year after year. So just give a quick sprinkle over these, and then we can put the last lot, the iris and the alliums, in. So I'm just going to tip them out quickly before I worry about where they're going to go. I thought these would be quite dried up actually, but they're looking pretty good. So I can't wait to see what these look like when they flower. Right, I think these are pretty well spread out. You're probably watching on the screen thinking that they're not very even, or one needs to go somewhere else. There you go. I think that is done. And how quick was that? Maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and I've got a whole new planter. These would work so well as Christmas presents as well, wouldn't they? I'm going to cover these now, and then we're going to get those cyclamen in. So here's the last bit of compost that I've got. So you can just leave it like this now, maybe put a bit of grit over the top to make it look nice. But I picked up these cyclamen last week from the garden centre, and I think they're going to look so good in here. What is really good about a cyclamen is that they are a perennial plant that come back year after year, but they also do really well in a woodland garden. So if you've got a shady part of your garden, or somewhere that's a little bit damp, these will thrive so well. You'll be able to split them up and take cuttings year after year. So I'm just going to not worry about where any of these bulbs are. I'm just going to put these in now. They're due with a little bit of deadheading over the next couple of weeks. Like this one now has no flowers on whatsoever, but if you just pick them off, they will grow back. Okay, I've probably not placed these in the best area. I could have put them more at the beginning of the pot, this side of the pot, so people can see them, but never mind. There you go. I'm back inside now because just towards the end of that video it started raining so much. What I did was just move over one of those cyclamens so it looks slightly better in the pot, but I am so pleased that I've managed to get that done now. This is going to provide me with so many flowers for so many months of the year. The only thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get something to go in there, a perennial plant that can go in there in the summer, and then that would just provide me with 12 months of beautiful flowers. And I won't have to really worry, apart from some fertilizer kind of throughout the year, I don't have to worry about doing anything with those pots, and it's super low maintenance. It would also make a really, really good present for somebody if you did that in like a movable pot. But there you go. Thank you so much for watching today. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you be notified of all of my latest videos. YouTube have some videos up here on the screen now that they think you'll like, so please go ahead and watch those. And I will catch up with you in the next episode. Bye!